All right, so for the month of September, we are going to be zooming in on a specific animal that is chosen by Mila. And this month she chose cheetahs. So we are going to be incorporating note-taking on today, and then hopefully by the end of the month or by the end of the 6-week span, she would have written a paper about cheetahs and presented it. So today is day 1. We are going to be note-taking by using a Venn diagram. Each section has its own theme. We have one section that says where it lives, what it eats, the lifespan, all about the babies, and then something new and interesting that she learns and wants to include about the cheetahs. So I will begin now. Oh, yes. All right. So Big Cats, Cheetah by Claire Archer. So over here is a table of contents. Table of contents. Can you remember what the table of contents tells us?
It tells us, it tells us, what page it's on.
Yeah, what page is something on? If you want to find something specific, you would look on the pages. So if you want to just find something about cheetahs, you would go to page 4. If you want to learn more about fast cats, you go to page 14. If you want to learn more about hunting, you go to page 16. If you want to learn more about food and what they eat, you go to page 18. If you want to learn more about baby cheetahs, you go to page 20. And then they have more interesting facts on page 22. They have the glossary on page 23. Do you remember what the glossary is?
And the glossary is, I think it tells you what you didn't know.
Tells you more about what you did. Good, yeah, yep. The definition. So if you were stuck on a specific word, you would go to the glossary and it would tell you more information about that word. And then we have the index on page 24, and that's different things you can find within the book, and then something else at the end.
But how can we go to those two pages? They're like 24 and 24.
That's a great question. Okay. I wasn't sure if it would take me there, but you would just have to go ahead and click up. So as I turn on to the next page, you'll see down here they have numbers. There's number 4 right there, and then they have number 5. So you'd have to go all the way to 25. Okay? All right, so cheetahs. Cheetahs live in Africa and Asia. Just try to use your best spelling word, okay? Africa and Asia. You can find them in the grassy plains and open savannas. Asia.
Oh.
Africa and Asia.
Okay, sorry.
That's good. It's not a big deal. Just want you to know. Asia. Okay, it said you can find them in the grassy plains and open savannas. Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
I can tell by the look on your face you did. So let's click on it. Savanna or plains. Plains. So it's of or relating to North America Indians of the Great Plains or their culture. So
what's that?
Okay, so basically when it talks about the plains, it's talking about a large open space, and
so it's like the so they like the so cheetahs can ride on a plane?
No, not that type of planes. That was good. No, that's a different type of plane. This plane is talking about just like a whole bunch of land that has some grass on it. That's all it is. It's just an
Okay.
open land. Like there's no houses. That that you'll have your rock that's like right here or something. You'll have a tree here and there, but it's really just open grassland. And it says open savannas. That's another place. They live in the savannas. And the savanna, yeah, savanna is a grassland containing scattered trees. So that's basically what I put. So they live in Africa and Asia in open savannas. Okay, great. All right, and we're going to move on now.
Do I put a period?
You don't have to. See, with note taking, you're not making complete sentences.
Okay.
You're just taking points. And then whenever you get to your sentences, you can say, cheetahs live in savannas. Okay? But with note taking, you just take little jots here and there of what's important. Okay, so cheetahs are big cats. Lions and tigers are big cats too.
Do we have anything about that?
Okay. Cheetahs have light brown fur with black spots. They have stripes on their tails.
Okay, so yes, babies have spots.
Here, you know what? That's something that we didn't include. We didn't include what they look like, huh? So let me put that over here. What they look like. Okay, that's really important, huh?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll read that again. So cheetahs have light brown fur with black spots. They have stripes on their tails.
That's no brown.
Just trying to spell it the best way you can, okay? Using your best spell guess.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And stripes on their tails?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you put that because they don't have stripes everywhere, just on their tails, which I think is pretty cool. You did a great job though. Alright, awesome. Okay, alright. So cheetahs have tear-shaped markings around their eyes. It looks like they have tears running down their face.
So that means also tears can fly?
Well, they don't have, it's not real tears, it's just how they were created. The lines on their face that come from the eye down makes it look like they have tears, like they were crying black, like they had makeup on and it started to smudge black or something.
Okay.
But it's It's just the marking on their face.
Okay.
Okay, it's pretty different. Ready?
Yeah.
Huh? Cheetahs do not roar like other big cats. Cheetahs purr, hiss, and growl.
Can they do other things like the hiss?
Yeah, so they said cheetahs can purr, hiss, and growl, but they can't roar.
But is that kind of like is putting his kind of like cat?
Yeah, cats can do the same things.
So was they not like the the same as cats, not like this with little side teeth.
Right. Well, they're big cats and they're wild cats. Everything is made differently, and they come from the feline family, which is the cat family, but they're still a big cat, and they don't even roar like lions do. They purr, hiss, and growl, which is pretty interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so fast cats. Cheetahs are the fastest animals on land. They can run up to 70 miles per hour.
Can they run to like 1,000?
Well, they can run 70 miles per hour, and if you're in a car going 70, that's pretty fast. Like if you were standing there and a cheetah ran into you, you would get hurt, because that's really fast.
Okay.
Yeah, so 70 miles per hour is pretty fast. That's pretty interesting too.
Okay.
Okay. Hunting. Cheetahs hunt during the day. Most other big cats hunt mainly at night.
It doesn't say what food they eat.
Well, not right now. There's talks about hunting.
Okay.
Food. Cheetahs are meat eaters. They eat animals like gazelle, antelope, and birds.
What does those and antelopes?
Well, they kind of look like deers, like this.
Okay.
They're just like they really look like deers, but they're just they're not
Can they run fast like a cheetah?
not as fast. No, as you can see, the cheetah is barely even trying, and he's already got a good grip on him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So don't forget to remember to incorporate note taking. Okay. Gazelle, antelope, and birds. If that's what you're writing.
Okay. And I can see what they have the end.
Yeah, exactly. You see the commas?
Yeah.
Gazelle, comma, antelope, comma, and birds.
Can I do the comma?
Go ahead, baby. You can do what you need. You just have to go ahead and do it, please, so I can move on to the next page. There'll be another comma. Okay. Baby cheetahs. Female cheetahs have 2 to 5 babies at a time. Baby cheetahs are called cubs.
You want 5 babies?
Not at one time, no, that's a lot.
What are you writing?
What do you want to write? Female cheetahs have 2 to 5 babies at a time. Baby cheetahs are called cubs.
Baby cheetahs are cubs.
Okay. You can just write down the word. And then you can make a sentence later. Okay. Okay. So some more facts. Cheetahs use their tails to steer themselves while running. Cheetahs cannot climb trees. After cheetah catches its prey, it waits about 30 minutes to eat. It needs to catch its breath because it was so tired from running. Cheetah cubs have a lot of predators. Their mothers put them in new hiding places every few days. Mothers must leave their cubs alone when they hunt. Okay? In the glossary, a cub is a young animal. Markings, a mark or pattern on marks on an animal's fur, feathers, or skin. Plain, an area of dry, grassy land. Predator, an animal that hunts others. Prey, an animal hunted or killed by a predator for food. Savanna, a grassland with few or no trees. Okay, so we didn't really get so much about the lifespan, so I guess we won't have to incorporate that. But we did find some new and interesting things. So what is something cool about a cheetah that other animals may not have? What is something unique and interesting about a cheetah that we haven't wrote down yet? What is one thing special about a cheetah?
It's can cheetahs hold their breath?
Well, it says they need to catch a breath because of them running.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't really, that doesn't mean they hold their breath. That means that they have to relax because they're tired from all that running. So I can go back, to give you anything unique and interesting about cheetahs.
Maybe
Oh, good. Talk to me, babe.
Did the next page say that that they can hunt in the night?
That they hunt during the day. And that other cats hunt during the night. Okay?
Okay.
If you want to find something else, we can.
I think this.
This one? Okay, what about this?
I don't know.
Or what about this? You said you think this.
I think it's so that run fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cheetahs are the fastest animals on land.
I wonder if they can like go to like 1,001.
That would be something else. Okay, but that's something like out of all the animals that are on land, they are the fastest out of every animal. Which means if a lion was running, a cheetah would win and probably catch them. If a bear or anything was running, like the cheetah would be able to catch them and then run faster if needed. Okay? So go ahead and write that down. Yeah, how do you want to say that?
I think.
What are cheetahs?
Cheetahs can run fast.
Okay. You don't have to write complete sentences, but go ahead. Oh, let's go down to the next line. Just put what is interesting about them.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Cool. All right, great job. So, let's see. So we know that we learned that cheetahs, they live in Africa and Asia in the savanna, that they eat gazelle, antelope, and birds, that they have light brown fur with black spots and striped tails, that their babies are called cubs, and that they run really, really fast, faster than any animal on land.
I don't like that really.
I was just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and they run really, really fast. Okay? You should say really fast because they're the fastest land animal. Okay, there's no animal that can beat them on foot. But great job.
Even in a race.
In a race, absolutely. Okay, so great job. You did some excellent note taking on today. What's going on here?
Do they have another one? Can we read the rest of the ones of these?
Well, we're focusing on cheetahs this
Okay.
time, okay? Well, we can read about other animals another time.
Okay.
So this one has a quiz. Would you like to take the quiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says cheetahs live in Africa and Asia, Europe and America, Anaheim in Asia, Africa and Europe. Where do they live?
I know.
Good job.
Oh, they have flags.
Cheetahs have light brown fur with black spots, pink spots, red dots, or stripes. Good job. Cheetahs have markings around their eyes that look like tears, bubbles, ants, or blood. Great job. Yeah, that's pretty good. Great job. Cheetahs can run up to people 50 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour, or 70 miles per hour. Good job. Can you write that down?
Oh, yes, right.
Just write that. Not because you remembered it. 70 and then put mph for miles per hour. mph. Great. Okay. So cheetahs hunt during the night, the day, the summer, or lunchtime. Good job. Okay, so baby cheetahs are called kids, cubs, kittens, or pups.
only us taught it.
Great
I got
job.
them all right.
Yes, you did. Hey.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see how you did, your little egg friend. It's calculating. Calculating. Nice.
Is that the number?
Yeah, it's 100. You got 6 out of 6. It says you rocked it. Got your little trophy up there. All right, great job. Great job today.